Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Do you know a child goes missing every 8 minutes in India? And most of these children are forced into labor work, prostitution or marriages. So let's talk about human trafficking, which is the third largest organized crime after drugs and arms trade. First, let's see how can it be defined in words. Human trafficking is the act of recruiting, harboring, transporting, providing, or obtaining a person for compelled labor or commercial sex acts through the use of force, fraud, or coercion. It can include but does not require movement, means you can be a victim of human trafficking in your own hometown. According to United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, the most number of trafficking victims detected outside their region in 2016 are from East Asia, means China, Japan, Hong Kong, etc. Then Sub-Saharan Africa, which contains 46 African countries, and then the third most trafficked victims are from South Asia, means the Indian subcontinent. And if we see the share of these victims by their gender, 72% are females and 28% are males, means the number of female victims are 2.5 times of male victims. And now you can see most of them are trafficked for sexual exploitation, which is 59%, and then second main cause of trafficking is forced labor, which account for 34% of total trafficked victims. Now let's talk about the situation in India. According to National Crime Records Bureau, total number of missing and untraced persons in 2018 was 6,46,282 and only 3,32,754 people could have been recovered. So the recovery percentage was around 51.5. And most of these missing persons are from Maharashtra, then comes West Bengal, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, and then Rajasthan. And if we see the recovery rate of missing persons, these 5 states, Kerala, Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Assam, have done much better than the other states of the country. Now, if we talk about the children that gone missing from 2016 to 18, then you can see most of them are from Madhya Pradesh. And then comes West Bengal, Bihar, Delhi, and so on. But friends, there is a sharp increase in number of missing children in Madhya Pradesh and Bihar, which is very alarming situation for both the states. Now look into this chart. The 3 states, Maharashtra, West Bengal, and Madhya Pradesh, most of the women that gone missing during 2016 to 18 belong to these states. And there is a sharp increase in numbers far away from other states of the country. Out of these missing people, 5,788 were trafficked, from which 5,264 persons were rescued, including 252 foreign nationals, mostly belonging to Nepal and Bangladesh. Here you can see Jharkhand, Maharashtra, Assam, Telangana, and Andhra Pradesh are the top 5 states where most number of human trafficking cases were reported in 2018. And 2 major purposes of human trafficking in India are sexual exploitation and forced labor. Other purposes are forced marriage, child sexual abuse, and domestic servitude. Now let's see the reasons behind human trafficking in India. First is poverty. According to Human Development Index 2019, despite lifting 271 million people out of poverty between 2005 and 2015, India still remains home to 28% of the world's poor. Many people in India cannot afford to have meal 3 times a day, so they unwillingly send their children to work, and some even sell them to traffickers in the worst circumstances. Second thing is migration. People migrate when they don't have jobs and facilities in their hometown, in the search of more opportunities and work so that they can feed their families. Many traffickers deceive these people in the name of jobs and work opportunities, force them in prostitution or forced labor or slavery. Third thing is gender inequality. Friends, we all have experienced this. whether in our family or society, that we have gender roles. Men have always been considered superior to women, taking important decisions in the family, earning livelihood to feed their families, whereas women are restricted to their homes, doing only household work, and people have considered girls as a liability for their families, which resulted in premature death of girls that drastically declined the sex ratio in many states, such as Haryana, Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, and in some part of these states, some men are now buying their brides from Assam, Bihar, Jharkhand. These girls belong to poor families and their parents have no other option than to sell their daughters so that they can get some money and they don't have to give dowry. Now let's see what steps should be taken to curb human trafficking. Friends, government is still working to keep people out of poverty and we don't know when it will be eradicated from our country. But we have to make strict laws for those people who want to benefit from other people's compulsion. One such step was taken by government in 2018 by passing the Trafficking of Persons Prevention, Protection and Rehabilitation Bill 2018. But this was criticized and opposed by many political parties and organizations, and this bill could not be tabled in Rajya Sabha. So there is a need to review and pass a bill that provides stringent punishment to traffickers, protect the rights of the victims, and help in their rehabilitation as soon as possible. Second thing is that we have to make people aware of this issue so that they do not fall into the traps of traffickers and they should know their rights and where to ask for help. We should encourage and motivate people to raise their voice against any human trafficking incident happening in their society. Lastly, we should educate our children about this issue. Our children are our future, and our future will only be safe if we educate our children and make them aware of all the social evils of our society so that they will not become a part of it and work with us to completely eradicate them from our society. These all steps will work in making our society more sensitive and supportive towards the victims of human trafficking. Thanks for watching this video. If you learned something new from it, please hit the like button and share it to your friends and loved ones. And subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Goodbye and take care.